What it do? It's your boy Istafer Productions back with another video. We're at 313 on the ISTI Army. We're going to the moon, to the Saturn. We're gonna be leaving the galaxy, just like, you know what I'm saying. You already know what time it is. I'm a music producer. I make music. I love music. I'm very passionate about it. You see it in my eyes, bro. I love music. Basically, welcome to the channel. We're here to right now today. We're just gonna do a tutorial on how to make music. Very simple, very simple way of going about it. I'm gonna be doing the bare minimum on how to make music, how to make beats for music. That's literally what we're gonna go over. If you're just now starting in music production, I want you to join the Discord. I want you to join the Discord, and we have like a bunch of producers from all over the world. We got people from India, we got people from Australia, we got people from New Jersey. We have a wide range of people. If we got people from New Jersey, you know we got everybody else. What I'm saying here is, though, this tutorial right here is just it's gonna be a base. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna be a cook up, but just watch and learn. I'm gonna talk my best through. I know I'm not really a teacher per se, but I'm gonna try my best to walk you through on how to make beats for music. Very simple, very simple. So there's multiple ways you could approach it. One of the most popular ways is like people like sampling. It's the reason it's popular is because it's a little less work, a little less effort. My fault. It's a little less effort only because it's like if you got a sample, you don't really have to do too much. Depending on how you sample. The way I sample is I like to skim everything down and take away the bass, keep the pianos, things like that. But we're just gonna, how to make beats for music. That's what we're keeping in mind. That's what the whole goal is. So why don't you stick around to the end of the video so you can see exactly how to make beats for music. If you want to make a song, if there's something that you want to do, and we're gonna keep it very bare minimum. Very bare minimum, just so we can understand. Now, my favorite beats per minute is 128. 128 is not too fast and it's not too slow. So this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start off with, I'm only gonna use stock plugins because we're gonna keep it very simple. So we're gonna use Morphine. Morphine is in FL Studio. We're gonna use what's another stock plugin? We're gonna use FL Keys because I love pianos, and I'm gonna even show you how to make it sound better quality. We're gonna use the grand piano, yep. And then let's see, is there anything else? Toxic Biohazard, I haven't used that one in a while. Citrus is a good one. Citrus has a lot of great sounds. You can't go wrong with these three right here. These three right here build the foundation for you. You're not gonna want to do too much. I always start off with piano because even if you don't like the piano, you can change it. So if you don't like the piano, you can change it, but this is just what's going to give us a rough estimate of what we're going to be creating. So what I like to do is I like to go to the key, and I like picking a good key. We're going to do A minor. We're going to do A minor. I'm going to turn the velocity down. It's a little too high. So yeah, so we're just going to start off with this, right? Let's listen to the beat. Honestly, what you can also do is play the piano. I have a MIDI right here. That all sounds like garbage. Basically, we're not going to use the MIDI today because right now I'm not in the piano playing mood. It's a little too high pitched. We're in the octave of... There we go. So look, boom. And now we're going to add just... You know what I'm saying? There, that's a whole... You know what I'm saying? That's a thing. You know what I'm saying? What you call it. But basically, like, it's going to be very cut through. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be doing too much. You gotta hear it. See, it's a good vibe, it's a good flow. Now, what I like to do is it needs more tension to it. The bass notes are very basic also, so we're gonna make some bass notes with this. See what I'm saying? Like, we're just gonna keep that. We're gonna keep this. This is nice. Sounds nice. Sounds cool. Now, I like creating variations, stuff like this. So now I cloned the piano. We're just gonna add some high end, something like this. We're gonna just one octave, and we're gonna add just something like. See, and that's cool. Nothing too major, nothing too crazy. And now I don't want pianos anymore. Like the pianos sound cool and all, but now we're gonna switch it to something else. Now I did want to keep it all stock plugins, so we're gonna keep it all stock plugins. Let's just copy this and put it right into Citrus. We're gonna mute this. And let's pick a nice, see, Citrus has so much to offer. I remember when I used this in the beginning, like when I first started producing, and it's like they never really turned me down. Not gonna lie to you. Hopefully nothing annoying happens. Like lately my FL gets overpowered and just shuts down. So this one's called Music Box, Grand Piano. We got harpo, keys. Let's see what keys sounds like. It's probably gonna be. That's hard. So now what I like to do is this. We're gonna mix it a little bit. I like mixing a little early. Not mixing, but just processing. It's just a bunch of processing. This is LFO tool. This basically gives that, you know what I'm saying? And this sounds very cool. Like I really like the sound of this. We're gonna keep the piano as well. We're gonna have that as an undertone. Put a delay on it. I like where this is going. So we're gonna cut this. I feel like we're gonna cut and delete. We don't need those high piano notes. We're gonna go into Morphine. We're gonna paste them, and we're gonna find something. Right now it's on pads and atmosphere. That's tough. You can barely even hear that, but we're gonna turn it up. Thickify is pretty cool. It adds a little stress and vibes to the notes. Up the tone, up the level. We're gonna clone that for sure. We're gonna clone that and put it in another copy of Morphine. They have a lot of goofy noises on Morphine, not gonna lie. Morphine's dope, don't get me wrong, but it has a lot of goofy noises. We're gonna lower the octave. I might replace that with another Citrus. We're gonna go back to Citrus. We're gonna look for guitars, no. Strings, no. Flutes, no. Plucks, yes. No, we're not doing that today. That sounds cool. It's pretty much a cinematic, like dramatic type beat, but this is how you make beats for music. There you go. This sounds like music to me. Now, we're gonna pick a very basic drum kit. We're just gonna follow the basic, bare minimum. Like I said, we're making beats for music. Bare minimum. That's not a whole lot to go off of. Those are off beat. The other ones are off beat. Why are they off beat? Oh yeah, it's off beat because it's off by 1. Boop. That's all we had to do there. I like the positioning of those. That's nice. Now we're gonna add. Okay, no. We're not adding that. We're gonna add. Let's see. Something like this. Just some rhythm. See, now this is where the part where it gets a little, like, I've never watched, I'm gonna be quite honest, I've never watched a video on how to get rhythm from perks and how to do things like that. I just hear it and know where to place them, if that makes sense. Like, you just gotta hear the beat. You just let it play out for a little bit. And be like, oh, it would sound cool right there. It would sound cool right there. You just gotta try it. It's all trial and error at this point. From this point on, it's all trial and error. You have the structure down, you have the melody down, everything's done as far as that's concerned. Once you find more perks and stuff like that to add into it, you're good. Like, as long as you have quality sounds, you can't go wrong. See, that's a cool sound right there. That bell is perfect, bro. You just gotta keep trying stuff. It's so subtle. I like how subtle that is. We're gonna put another one here lower. I like that kick. And when it comes to the kick, don't get overwhelmed. Don't get overwhelmed on the kick. I used to be like that. I used to be so overwhelmed, like, which one is it? Which one is it? If you hear it, you feel it. You got to feel it here, and you got to feel it here. You got it. You got to make sure that you're confident when you pick the right you know what I'm saying? See, I feel like it's too high of an octave. Alright, so this is a quick little test. Before I place it, where is the next kick gonna go? Let me know. Where's the next 808 gonna go? You can put one right here. To answer your question, right here. And then you can put one back up here. Well, not up here, but at the A. My fault. At the A. And then if people, you know, it's taboo to put it on the claps, I don't care. You could do that too. Boom, 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 boom. Something like that. You could do that, or you could do this. That's tough. I think that's fine. Now, when we get, now this is just the bare minimum. You don't got to do too much. You don't have to do too much. This is very open, widespread enough for the rapper or singer, if you're the singer, if you're the rapper, to rap on or sing on. It's not, this is how you make beats for music. It's not doing too much. Now, the thing that's different is when variation does come to mind, you would want to mix it up. You want to add, like, you can add some of this, something like this here, where it's like it slides down. And then you can add something like this. Hold on, let me see if it sounds right. Yeah, it doesn't sound right, but this sounds cool. I like putting it right here. It's a little different. You know what I'm saying? It's very subtle variation. You don't want to do too much because you got to let the rapper rap. Zap noises, you can't go wrong with these. kicks are a little different. You don't always have to put the kick on the 808. If we're doing basic tutorial, which this is a basic tutorial, we're gonna put the kick right on the 808. But I'm gonna show you both because I like doing both. So we're gonna do both. See, this is a long way between a kick and the 808. Like the 808's on these two, and we're gonna put the kick on them too as well. I'm gonna lower the kick a little bit. We don't need it too punchy. So what you can do is you can do this. Or you can do this. I like after. The after sounds cool. Honestly, maybe we can take out that extra. That 808 is kind of, you don't need two of them there. On variation, you can add it though, to add some variation later. Yeah, you don't need it right now. Since we have a structure, we can add more instrumentation into it because we know what it sounds like. We can add what is this? Effects. We don't need effects. We don't need drums. We don't need that. Percussion. We don't need percussion. What is this one? Pads. No, we don't need pads. Short synths. We might need some short synths. That sounds cool. That doesn't sound cool. That sounds so like, I don't know too. We're gonna do a call and response. I'm gonna do a call and response. So it's two types of call and responses here, right? You don't necessarily need this sound. It sounds all over the place, low key, but that's probably gonna be during the verse. So now we're gonna arrange it. This is not what I usually do. We're doing the bare minimum, like I said. So we're gonna split by channel, and we're gonna start it off. And then also, you see the piano is kind of like very, very basic. We can do some. I'm saying a little bit of this, we can do a little bit of that, we can do a little bit of this, we can do some of this, we can do some of that, we can do some of this. Okay, maybe not that, that's a little too offbeat. We can do this, one of those, one of these, one of those, something like this, something like that, something like this. We can lower this, we can bring this up an octave just to do it because we're bored. Music is kind of fun, I'm having fun with it right now. This is my version of fun. Who cares what other people think? That's the first step in doing anything you love. Who cares what other people think? Keep that in mind. Now we're gonna strum these out. I'm gonna raise the volume a little bit. Put some pan on it. Go to left to right ear, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna put strumming on it. We're gonna strum them. That right there is beautiful. And now we're gonna add some morphine. That's our intro. You know what we didn't add that I completely forgot to add? The hi-hats. But that's okay. I feel like this beat is really good without the hi-hats, to be honest. That's a good one. Hi-hats are not, don't overcomplicate hi-hats. I'm just gonna fill them in with MIDI. You can get them anywhere. Every hi-hat has been already created. Don't overthink it. Now what you do with your hi-hats are your own though. So yes, I did get a MIDI, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a listen and see what they sound like. See, I like adding variation though, so. Make sure it's cool and jumping. Release, make sure it's cool and jumping. And even pitch them a little bit. Just a little bit of pitching. You don't got to do too much. And then now you have a beat for music. Now mixing is a whole nother lesson. I'm not going to go too in depth, but I'm just going to level everything out. That's all I'm going to do. I just know all these gotta go down, so I'm just lowering them until I hear it right. Why did my guitars turn off? Do you guys peep? The guitar is off. Did I put them in here? Oh, they're not even in here. Morphine's in here twice. That's crazy. So we wanted this for the verse. We're gonna add some reversal in there too. That's gonna be hard. There you have it. So that is the bare minimum how to make beats for music. You can easily rap on this. It's very easy going, easy flowing. I use stock plugins. I only use stock plugins. Sound selection is key. You can make these sounds sound like anything you want. This may not be a beat for Future. This may not be a beat for Travis Scott. This may not be a beat for things like that, but it gets a point across. And that's all we want to do in the beginning. If you're in the journey of learning how to make beats, this is a very, it's not mediocre, but it's very, it's good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't spectacular. I'm not going to sit here and say that, bro, I made this in a couple minutes. You know what I mean? But we got to put an ISFR tag, of course. The only thing I would suggest is more variation for myself. Like, you just got to make sure you add more ways of it to morph into something else. Ways you can add some more variation. If you go here to this halftime knob, you can click this, and then you can add automation, so this way the halftime can come in and out like this. Things like that. Put the reversal up. Different things. There's a lot of different things you can do. But so yeah, this has been ISFR Productions. I just want to show you how to make a very basic beat from scratch using stock plugins with FL Studio. Today I've only used Morphine, I use FL Keys, and this is what it sounds like. You just gotta vibe with it. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in today. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, comment as well what the next video should be about. Big shout out to Lil Will, big shout out to Ski, big shout out to the Discord, big shout out to 2T. Everybody in my Discord is going crazy right now. I have a lot of newcomers. If you are new to producing, join the Discord. We have a whole community. You will get better over time. Joining this Discord will improve your skills gradually. And if you have any questions, there's multiple producers that can answer them, including myself. So that's basically what I wanted to say there. I'm also starting a Google Classroom soon enough. I'm getting more people on the sign-up list. The second we hit 10 people on the sign-up list, I'm going to start doing classes. So this way we can learn the basics and the fundamentals of FL Studio. A lot of people out here are doing tutorials and things like that, and it may be too fast-paced for them. This is going to be a live classroom for you. I stream at least twice a day. I need you guys to tune in. If you're brand new to making beats, just let me know. But this has been how to make beats for music. Simply put like that. Make sure you guys have a good one. Make sure y'all be safe.